It's a lot in my life, the way I kind of stepped back from Hollywood at one point, being the highest paid actor in Hollywood. Yeah. But I felt like, it was a ceiling right there, and I wanted more. It wasn't enough. Right. So I stepped back, lived a little bit.
Chris, you had this amazing career. I remember watching you on Def Jam, then watching you blow up from movie to movie to the whole Rush Hour thing, and then it was like, poof.
Yeah.
Where's Chris?
It's a lot in my life, the way I kind of stepped back from Hollywood at one point, being the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Back in the day, Chris Tucker was a recognizable star and once the highest paid actor in Hollywood. But suddenly, Chris decided to take a step back from his Hollywood career, leaving the public in a daze and begging the question of why he made that decision. Now, Chris is back in the spotlight, providing the reasons he quit Hollywood. Join us in this video as we unravel the reasons. After 9 years of playing LAPD detective James Carter, Tucker pretty much left his Hollywood acting career behind. Tucker made a brief return to the silver screen in 2012 with the release of The Silver Linings Playbook. It was a project he was passionate about, which is why he didn't hesitate to be cast as Danny in it. The acting was followed by a 4-year hiatus, which was broken in 2016. In 2016, Tucker was featured in Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. In an interview recently, Tucker was eager to assure his fans that he hadn't abandoned his career, but rather took a break to focus on other pursuits. He had remained active in philanthropic work, starting his own charity and using his platform to make a difference in the world. Tucker also explained that he was selective in choosing projects that he felt were meaningful and aligned with his values, since most of the projects offered to him were way below his level.
Me to do a Fridays, I was like, nah, I want to go do something else. We done did that. I wanted to move on, because when I did something, I never wanted to do it again. I was like, back then, I was all about going to the next level. I was thinking about my career, saying, no, I want to go do Money Talks or something. Let me do my own movie with Charlie Sheen. They couldn't believe I didn't want to do another one.
This issue of black actors being given low roles is one that has been brought up several times by Katt Williams. During his widely controversial interview with Shannon Sharpe, Katt delved into the dress scandal that has always plagued black actors in the industry. But all the fame didn't come easily for Chris Tucker. At this point, let's take some steps back and look at the journey of Chris Tucker in Hollywood. Chris developed his talent for comedy right from childhood. Growing up in Atlanta with 2 sisters and 3 brothers, Chris and his siblings found joy in entertaining each other. It was during this time that he discovered his passion for comedy. While in high school, Chris was voted most humorous and began hosting talent shows and performing stand-up comedy. At the age of 19, he moved from Atlanta to Los Angeles in pursuit of his dream to become a professional comedian. Soon after arriving in LA, he landed a spot on the iconic Def Comedy Jam. His dynamic rapid-fire delivery and infectious energy quickly won over the audience, setting him on the path to stardom.
My roach is smart too, man. They play dead. The other day I stepped on one of them, went in the bathroom to get some tissue, came back, that nigga was gone. I seen him 2 weeks later with some stitches.
Chris's versatility as a performer allowed him to seamlessly transition from stand-up comedy to acting. His early credits include cameos in music videos like Dr. Dre, Heavy D, Tupac, and Maze. However, his big break came in the role of Smokey in the film Friday, directed by F. Gary Gray. Gray told the New York Times that Chris's audition was just okay, but he saw something special in the young comedian that made him choose him over reputable actors such as Chris Rock and Tommy Davidson. His unique ability to improvise and his infectious energy made him the perfect choice to bring the iconic character of Smokey to life for Gary, and he was right. The film was shot in just 20 days on a tight budget of $3.5 million. Despite the rushed production, Chris and his co-stars, including Ice Cube, John Witherspoon, Tiny Lister, and Nia Long, made Friday a box office hit, earning $28.5 million. The movie also catapulted Chris into a successful acting career.
I'm gonna ask for my bike back.
What bike?
The one I let you use a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that bike.
In Friday, Chris's portrayal of Smokey was a far cry from his clean-cut comedy routines. The character was a comedic and energetic substance user whose antics had audiences laughing out loud. This role showcased Chris's impressive range and versatility as an actor, demonstrating that he was capable of much more than just clean jokes. The world took notice, and it was clear that Chris was destined for great things in Hollywood. But it was in 1997 that Tucker experienced a turning point in his career. During this year, he released 3 hit movies. He starred first in the action-packed sci-fi movie The Fifth Element, which demonstrated his ability to lead a big-budget blockbuster. Next up was the hilarious comedy Money Talks, which had audiences laughing in the aisles. And then came the crime drama Jackie Brown, directed by Quentin Tarantino, in which Tucker starred alongside veteran actors, showcasing his competence in acting in a crime movie. By this point, Tucker's career had exploded, and he was even being admired by other stars in Hollywood. One of them is Jamie Foxx, a celebrated actor and musician, who recounted a moment when Tucker's sudden success left him completely taken aback. He had always been recognized as a bright talent, but he suddenly found himself being eclipsed by his unlikely rival. On The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Jamie Foxx reflected on a turning point in his career when he first realized the power of fame. This revelation came during his time on the show In Living Color, where he experienced an ego boost due to the show's success. He was taken aback when he first saw Chris Tucker perform on stage. Talking about it, "Who is that on stage?" I said, "because I just came up. I'm Jamie Foxx. Who could say that was funny? You didn't mean..." And when I opened the door, it was a skinny little black dude with a tank top on him that didn't fit. It was Chris Tucker. And when I said he was murdering them, it shook me. And I knew that I wasn't funny like that.
Club in LA, right? And as I'm standing outside the club, the door opened. I'm like, who is that on stage? I said, "'Cause I just came off. I'm Jamie Foxx. Who could that be? Funnier than me." And I opened the door. It was a skinny little black dude. It was Chris Tucker. And when I say he was murdering them, and it shook me, and I knew that I wasn't funny like that no more.
By the time he starred in Rush Hour, Tucker's meteoric rise to fame was undeniably impressive, and Hollywood was taking notice. He was on the fast track to success, and it seemed like nothing could stop him. But what people didn't see were the pressures and challenges that came with his newfound fame. And that's where everything came crashing down. Despite the opportunities that were coming his way, Tucker was feeling stifled by the demands of the industry. He was starting to realize that even though he was a successful actor, he wasn't in complete control of his career. While we all believe that the lives of celebrities are all glitz and glamorous, the truth is that while they may seem to have control over their careers, in reality, they are often under the control of powerful industry players. Producers, directors, and studios have a huge influence on an actor's career trajectory. For Tucker, this meant being offered a lot of roles that didn't allow him to showcase his full range of abilities. As such, he took a step back from the spotlight. Rumors started swirling that he was being picky or difficult to work with, when in reality, he was simply trying to avoid being pigeonholed into a certain type of role. With each passing year, Tucker's absence from the big screen only fueled the rumors about his career and motives. He hosted a few award shows and released a stand-up special on Netflix. But it was not enough to silence the critics or satisfy his fans. Some speculated he was planning a comeback, while others wondered if he had lost his star power. Talking about his break after his comeback, he also said, "I knew I didn't just want to make a whole bunch of money making movies that don't mean anything. I knew it wouldn't make me happy," he told GQ. "It got to a point that I only wanted to do special roles, and those things weren't coming to me, and I couldn't find them. And I said, well, let me travel a little bit, live a little bit, instead of waiting on those things." Hollywood is known for its fickleness and history of pigeonholing black actors into stereotypical roles. It was as if Hollywood couldn't see past the color of black actors' skin and their comic persona, denying them the chance to put their full talent to use. But there's also the issue of Hollywood elites allegedly bossing around their actors like they're something insignificant. Tucker is also a victim of such treatment. During a trip to Africa with then-President Bill Clinton, Tucker felt like he was being bossed around and treated like a servant. Everyone would have expected Tucker's trip with Bill Clinton to be glamorous, but something wasn't quite right. Tucker, with his signature blend of humor and self-depreciation, recounted the experience, but his anecdotes couldn't mask the underlying reality. He was expected to perform on command with little regard for his personal autonomy.
So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. We in little parties at night. Tucker, come do me. Come do me. Come on over here. Well,
These are all the reasons for his break. But now Tucker is back in the spotlight with a contract to star in the new film Air. He plays Howard White, one of Nike's few black executives at the time, who puts his job on the line and champions the venture when others at the company are at best reluctant to go forward with it. Over to you, viewers. What's your take on Tucker's reasons for stepping back from Hollywood? Do you think his comeback is a good thing? Let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching our video. We'll see you at the next one.